Okay, so am I gonna go with the charge? You know,
Go Mets. Let's go
oh,
Mets.
no, let's go Cleveland Guardians? Question mark.
Hmm.
Apparently, the team has changed their name, and Shane will have lots to say about this. So
Well, you say what you want to say. Oh, okay.
Just Shane.
Okay, so I have never liked the Cleveland Indians as a name. I don't think it's appropriate. I think it should have been changed a long time ago. They did change their mascot at some point because it was actually
Chief Wahoo.
exactly, and so they changed that. I'm glad
That's
that
a
they're
good
coming
step.
about and changing the name. But do I like Guardians?
I don't care what it is as long as it's not, whatever it was,
Well, at least they didn't do
Indians or
Cleveland
whatever.
Native Americans because that could have also been really awkward. That's what I was expecting.
Shane.
The CNA.
It's not Indian. It's
I mean, look, as a Cherokee man, I know I look white, but I'm Cherokee and part white as well. I'm also proud of that part of me. But I mean, it's so socially acceptable to be racist towards Native Americans. It's astonishing because there's still a ton of other teams. Washington did their shitty protest of like, oh, we're the Washington Football Club. We'll figure out a name in 2 or 3 years. That was their kind of like little piss on it protest. There's still the Braves. The Braves tried to say that they should no longer have the tomahawk chop at their stadium, but the fans still do it, and now they're back to playing the music. There's the Seminoles, the Chiefs, the this, that, and the other thing. But Indians is a derogatory term, and while it means indigenous people, it also means that Indians, as far as like East India goes, and that's not what we are.
based off a mistake.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
ignorance and colonialism.
Being stupid.
Yeah, it's ignorance, it's colonialism, and it's absolutely fucking ignorant. Now, the Guardians at first I thought was a very purposeful name to suck, to kind of like be wink, wink, nod, nod. You're still going to call it the Indians kind of thing, but we have to do this for wokeness. I learned that it's named after the bridge outside the stadium that has 2 Guardian statues. That's like a landmark in Cleveland.
Okay, I've actually.
Which is
seen
why
that.
there's that 2 G's on the side of the baseball. I think like the Washington Nationals, they'll go through years of rebranding until they find the right branding. But because right now it kind of looks kind of minor league-ish. I mean, I don't have a tie to Cleveland. I don't know what would have been the best. Some people like Cleveland Steamers. They should have named it or something.
Well,
But
so they have.
What about Drew Carey's face?
That's
You looks
gonna
like
be
a
one of the
mascot.
teams.
Okay, so-
Drew Carey's
All right,
face.
hold on.
Carey's.
2 things. I went to the same high school as Drew Carey, and they could have called
At the
it.
same
They could have
time?
related it. No,
Same
they could have
damn time.
related it something to like the
They went to
steel
prom
yard
together.
because Cleveland does have a whole section about that. So they could have done something nice with that. Also, I'm pretty sure the Guardian Bridge that you're talking about is also the Hope Memorial, which is supposed to have like the guy is holding like cars.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Hold on, let me see if I
Interesting.
can find.
They should have
Why
named
is he
it
holding cars?
the Cleveland Wild Things for Major League, the movie
They're
Major
the
League.
Guardians of Traffic. That's what it is.
The Guardians of
Exactly.
Traffic.
Help this state. I don't want to ever go there.
Guardians
Sorry.
of Traffic pillars on the Hope Memorial Bridge. See,
Oh, I don't
it's
know
all
then.
coming back to me now.
You're like
What do
Celine
you do?
Dion.
Don't have real
Touch
culture.
you
I didn't really
this.
care about the name, but now I hate it.
Hold you like
The things that are made in like
Yeah,
the 70s
Can I,
and 80s.
can
These
I
are not real
share?
things.
Can I share real quick? I want you to see these pictures.
Sure. There goes our formation.
Oh, this is the bridge here.
Yeah,
And
I know.
You see the stadium in the background, so I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
but-
this looks like the mummy.
but
Yeah.
guys,
Mummy for
we're really
I
naming it
thought-
after that.
you know
Are
what-
they gonna put a mascot with the
Little
guy
Fast
with
and
the?
They
Furious.
might. It'll be like the presidents at Nationals Park, like the big oversized president heads that do the race and everything. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I kind of like
I
that.
mean, they could have the They
Speaking
can
about
make
the
it a
mummy,
great theme.
that guy that's in Titanic, that's the bad guy I thought was the mummy. He's not the same guy.
Billy Zane, no, it's not.
It's not the same guy. He's not Brendan Fraser. You
What,
wild,
Brendan
wild
Fraser?
woman.
What?
Oh wow, you all went back to the same places. Nice. My editing will be easy. But I mean, I
Thanks,
just
Tim.
I enjoy the
He's
comments.
spanking me?
Ooh, hello.
What?
My back's scratching.
2 can play at that game.
Oh, Lord.
I'm spanking my
It's,
goat.
I
God.
confess.
But I will say, like the comments are just absolute ignorance, and my comments keep getting deleted on Instagram because I will call out people. I will look on their profiles and see if I can deduce what their race is, and I'd be like, all right, fine, let's name it. I'm not going to say it on here, but let's name it the Cleveland this racial slur, this racial slur, this ignorant saying, and they all get.
That is why your comments are getting deleted.
Yeah, no, it is,
Shane.
and I'm like, I know why,
Eye
but
for eye, fight fire with fire does not work.
and
I will let you know if you misspell it. Sometimes they don't flag it, and you can still leave
sometimes
insult
I've gotten
people.
away with that. And Facebook, I'll still get away with it. Because Facebook clearly doesn't care about monitoring anything. But
No.
but like, and it's amazing the
So naughty.
sheer hypocrisy of people like, well, how dare you? Oh my God, how can you say that word? But they're like,
call them, like,
this
the
is so
Cleveland Crackers?
ignorant. I have
Did you
the
get
Cleveland
that in
Hillbillies, the Cleveland Crackers.
Ugh,
These are
just-
safe
Oh,
terms.
wait. But they're not Detroit. That's it.
But they're not Detroit.
You seen the video where it's like, we're not Detroit.
Oh, I thought you were just making a joke at Detroit's expense.
No.
I don't know what you're doing.
There is a video.
They're not
There is
that
a video floating around of them like showing like different parts of Cleveland, and it's like it's very like a catchy tune.
Oh
And
yes, I
it's
have
like,
seen that.
"We're
Yeah,
not
Because Detroit is supposed to be worse than Cleveland.
yeah, that's what they're saying.
Let me tell you something. When I moved
Cleveland's
to
got a bad
Cleveland,
rap. I don't know.
Cleveland does
like,
have a bad rap, but when I
Cleveland is
moved
like,
to
ugh,
Cleveland, they
Cleveland.
told me that it was better. It was worse than the Bronx, and I was like,
I don't know about
ain't
that.
nothing got.
I've been to
Cleveland is
Detroit.
worse than-
Detroit's like a small chunk of New York City with all the lights off. Yeah. It's a good.
I like it.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I think I don't know if that was an insult. Anyway, but
I don't know. It's just a small.
it's just
it really-
she's just like it was just a fact.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
hang out
just
there a lot.
I am appreciative that it's finally happening. It's very late, but at least better late than never. I don't believe that they should erase the Indians' name on like history of the team because I think it's important to show the progression
Yep.
of thought, of social awareness, of this statement. I don't think you should erase history. You should learn from it, and there should be education towards it. Do I think the common fan
should
gives a
be.
shit about education? No, they don't. They care about their team winning or not. But at least that's one thing. They got rid of Wahoo. They got rid of the name. Next
well,
up,
Clevelanders are also very, very stubborn, so they're worried that their fans won't even take to it.
they won't. They won't for a long time. I think it's gonna take literally a generation. And maybe two, because people will pass down the Indians' name. It's gonna take a long time, but at least it
They
happened.
didn't
Oh,
like when their
merch.
stadium got changed. It wasn't always Progressive Field.
Well, I mean, they opened a new stadium. I mean, everyone always is tied to their old stadium kind of thing. I mean,
It wasn't like a brand new stadium.
I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was a new stadium, but that's beside the. I'm old, but
Was
shots
there
fired
when
at
they
myself.
changed the name?
Oh yeah, well,
It was
Means-
literally just a name slapped on. It wasn't like they
Yeah.
renovated anything special.
well, I mean, that's because like I don't. Did it have like a real name or a commercial name before Progressive?
I think it actually had a real name. It wasn't.
And
a
that's
commercial.
fans fucking hate when they take away the real name of a place and
Of
make it a.
course.
Of course, and naturally. I mean, as a Mets fan, we got kind of lucky with City,
Yep.
but like it still sucks. That's beside the point. But at least we didn't take away hundreds of millions of dollars in taxpayers' money to maintain the name Shea, like another stadium across town did to maintain their stadium name because they didn't have to sell the rights because they just took it out of our tax dollars. That's beside the point, Darius. But
I really.
It's all Darius's fault. Just saying.
Guys, you
Yeah.
gotta
Like a
stop
bunch of
talking so much.
gangsters
It's like out of
play sports.
control.
I know.
next up, the
Ridiculous.
Braves. Stop that fucking tomahawk chop, you ignorant. And the Chiefs do that too, you ignorant fucks. I'm done.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's a way to end it.
Not
Is
yet. No.
Charge okay? Is Charge racist?
No,
Charge,
no.
charge.